Hey there guys, Noah here, and welcome back to a video that honestly I was not expecting to make at all. So, today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the Dear Days demo that recently just came out on Steam, and kind of give you guys my thoughts on it. Now, a lot of my criticisms and my thoughts on the game could possibly change in between now with the demo versus the final release that's coming out later on next week, but I did want to just throw this caution out there because I get the feeling there are going to be some people out there who entirely base their opinion off of what the demo already provided, and I doubt that's the final version. I just want to get this out there so that way, you know, it doesn't seem like I'm being a negative Nancy with all this. So with that being said, let's get into it. So I was not expecting a Dear Days demo, and I don't think there's a single person within the Vanguard community that was expecting it. However, if I had to guess why they did this, it is probably because people like me, among many other people within the Vanguard community, were probably pissed off at the very notion that this game was going to be a whopping $70, and they're like, you know what, you're right, so we're going to give you a demo, and it's probably not going to be the final build, obviously, of the actual engine and everything, for obvious reasons, but this is going to be a small taste of what the $70 you put into it is going to be like. So I guess that's my kind of take on it. Someone else is probably going to go ahead and say whatever they feel like in the comment section. I already know that going into this. But truthfully, I think the Dear Days demo, given what it was honestly not bad. They give you a relatively very in-depth tutorial fight in case for those people who never actually played the game. And honestly, not bad. Though, considering I play this via keyboard and mouse, I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it if I ever feel like, okay, I just want to get the Steam version anyway. Because truth be told, I don't know how I feel about keyboard and mouse controls. I just never really liked it. I've always been so used to a controller, but I feel like it's just slightly clunky with keyboard and mouse, and people are overall going to prefer how they actually control the cards and everything via an actual controller. So that is one of the big reasons why I'm probably just still going to get the Switch version anyway, because truth be told, it just feels a lot better. You know, it'll probably feel a lot better overall. I remember with EX that it felt very comfy with a Pro controller, or even just, you know, with the Joy-Cons and whatnot. It felt way more comfortable with an actual controller than what Dear Days was with the keyboard and mouse. So I just felt like throwing that out there. Outside of that, from what I've been able to gather, it definitely feels like a more polished Vanguard EX for the most part. There are some rough on the there are some things that are kind of rough on the edges, obviously. Like, for instance, with the character and unit animations, I feel like that, in comparison to EX in specific, I felt like EX's animations were just way more clean and more refined in comparison to what Dear Days was actually offering. Now again, I want to emphasize this. This is not the final build, and I doubt this is the final build. So maybe they just gave us one of their earlier models, you know, of the actual engine to kind of just entice us a little bit to actually want to buy it at that point. But that's just, you know, that's one minor nitpick, and quite honestly, I actually did like the demo overall. I haven't played through all of the demo, but I did like 2 fights. I did the tutorial fight, and then I did the random fight that you had in, you know, just one of the random fights you can just play with the story mode, I guess, that they provide you for this demo. And honestly, outside of the clunky controls with keyboard and, you know, mouse and whatnot, not bad. Honestly, very solid gameplay. It definitely feels like a very more refined version of EX in some ways, but at the same time, again, they could be ironing out a lot of the things with the final version, so I want to reserve most of my judgment based off what I've seen off the demo. And quite honestly, yeah, this is... I think there's one major caveat that I think a lot of people going through this demo are kind of just still on the fence about, and that is the fact that this game is going to be $70 on Switch. We still, to this day, at the time of this recording, at like almost 1 o'clock on November 8th, we still have no idea what the Steam price is going to be. And if it's still going to be a good $70, then I think it's still going to be a hard sell on a lot of people, especially since Pokemon comes out literally the day or after Vanguard Dear Days comes out. I really, for those Pokemon fans in particular, I do definitely see it not doing as well for them. They're probably going to have to pick and choose at that point, and they're probably going to pick Pokemon because let's be honest, it's Pokemon. It's the next generation of Pokemon. So if I was forced into a position where, if it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to make content for the game, I would have personally held off on buying it initially. So I do understand the frustration with it. Let's just say, to put it lightly, that especially since, again, if this was the final version, right? If all the animations and everything that we've seen based off this demo, but more, then I would honestly argue that there could be a lot more that they could be doing with it. And I feel like that the $70 was way too much for a game that honestly probably doesn't deserve $70. I think if I had to give a rough estimate on what the game price realistically should be, I would say no more than 50, because you have to remember also that it's, again, one, it's already a hard sell considering Pokemon's right next to it, and two, the animations, and if it was, we're going off based off solely off the demo, don't look nearly as good as EX, and that never actually got a localization at all, and yet that felt way more easier to control and just overall play through. Even if it was entirely in Japanese, you had no idea how to read it, it's just way better. So now I'm kind of curious to see your guys' thoughts on it in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you still excited for Deer Days? Are you still going to skip out on it even with this demo showcasing what it has? I want to hear you guys' feedback on this, because my Deer Days video actually kind of blew up a little bit, and there's this kind of a weird follow-up to it, I guess. So please let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And I will be doing a Deer Day stream. For those who never caught my channel update video, I will be doing a Deer Day stream when it comes out, and you guys can look forward to that. I'll probably have something posted on the community tab when I go live. Until then, this is Noah, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye-bye.